Been a long chase, but at last I'm free. These open woods, I knew I could find peace here. Nothing like the city where I got tired of the running, the catching up.
Hello everybody, as promised, I'm Nicholas Snow with PromoHomo.TV at the grand building dedication for the LGBT Community Center of the Desert's McDonald Wright building. With me is board member Chrisanne Caldron. Congratulations on today.
Thank you so much, and thank you so much for coming out and doing this. We really appreciate it. And everybody that's coming out, we do appreciate your support, and we need more support. Please come out. This is the year to do this.
Now, people who walk up, you tell them, you encourage them to join the Ocotillo Club. What is the Ocotillo Club?
The Ocotillo Club is a minimum of a $1,200 membership per year, and it helps our center and it helps everything that we support. Please come out and join. This is the year.
Thank you for everything.
Thank you so much, Nicholas.
So, as promised, I'm about to go inside. I'm going to bring you all the excitement. I've tagged probably 60 people in the video. Andy Ulinsky's arriving. Hey, Andy, a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
It is indeed. Gorgeous. What a great turnout.
Yes, and we need a vibrant community in a week like this.
Yes, we do.
We do.
We're all coming together.
Yes.
Stronger together, equality forward.
Exactly. Love it.
Our work is cut out for us.
Yes, it is. Well, we're here to get energized.
Yes, we are.
Okay, have fun today.
Thank you. You too, Nicholas.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk through the crowd that has assembled, and I'm also going to bring you all of the formal presentations. Now, it's happening actually in a covered parking structure. If I get in there and I find out I have a weak signal, what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably walk back out from under the structure and give you a longer shot, but hopefully I'll have a strong signal in there. And before I forget, I want to give a shout out to the entities that make my show possible.
Take me out. Take me out to California. I feel the day is coming to an end, and my eyes are drawn to southern skies. But I'll be coming home soon. Yeah, I'll be coming home soon.
So one of the things I want you to see is this rainbow carpet. Okay, let's check out the rainbow carpet.
Thank you so much for coming. Have fun.
Thank you.
I think that the rainbow carpet is spectacular. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to turn the camera around. There we go. Okay, I need to use my other hand. Okay, I've now turned the camera around, and this is the beautiful rainbow carpet. This building is at North Palm Canyon. Go to thecenterps.org for more information about how to find us here. But we're just north of Denny's at the north end of Palm Canyon, the 1301 North Palm Canyon. So let's go check out who's here, and at the same time I'll discover precisely what kind of signal I have in here underneath. Oh, the chorus is about to sing. Perfect timing. Norman! sit down in front of the crowd and not be in anybody's way. Block anybody's view. So you have the best seat in the house right now. However, my connection is weak, so I got to figure out what to do about that.
But are you going to use the microphone? Because we have a song that needs the microphone. Finish the voice of God. He's the singing voice of God.
Okay, folks.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm going to bear with me. I'm going to put the chair back that I just grabbed. And I'm going to go back in there because there's an issue with the strength of my signal. And I want to make sure that we have a really strong signal. So I'm going to find a vantage point that gives that to me. Okay, I'm going to shoot from here. The reason I'm going to shoot from here is I can see the crowd, I can see the podium where the people will be speaking. I'm still in the shade, and I'm out from under this parking garage, which means that we'll have a live signal for the broadcast. So the mission statement of the LGBT Community Center of the Desert is creating vibrant community by enhancing the lives of LGBT people. And there's never been a time when we've needed more vibrant community, especially for the LGBT community, but frankly for everyone in the United States. We need to make sure that people know that equality should be the law of the land, that there is no room for bigotry, for sexism, for racism, for xenophobia, for religious persecution. We are the United States of America, and even though we don't necessarily feel united right now, my belief is that because of the power of the United States Constitution, even though it's going to be a painful process, it already is very painful, we're going to get through this together. You know, I'm tall, so I have a built-in sky cam wherever I go. David, we're live on Facebook.
We are!
Yes.
Congratulations to the center for their building dedication. This is wonderful! Wonderful!
Thank you. The official program will be speaking in about 5 minutes. The official program will be starting with speakers in about 5 minutes. We're still arriving on the red carpet. Oh, you know, it just occurred to me. The band will not be playing.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Can I have your attention, please? Good morning. To kick off the program this morning, please welcome the Palm Springs Women's Chorus as they present Everything Possible.
wash the dishes and put them away. I have told you a story and tucked you in tight at the end of your knockabout day. As the moon sets its sail to carry you to sleep over the midnight sea. Oh, I will sing you a song no one sang to me. May it keep you good company. You can be anybody you want to be. You can love whomever you will. You can travel any country where your heart beats, and know I will love you still. You can live by yourself, you can gather friends around, you can choose one special one, and the only measure of your words and your deeds will be the love you leave behind when you're gone. Some girls grow up strong and bold, some boys are quiet and kind. Some race on ahead, some follow behind, some grow in their own space and time. Some women love women, and some men love men. Some raise children, and some never do. You can dream all the day, never reaching the end of everything possible for you. Don't be rattled by names, by taunts or games, but seek out spirits true. If you give your friends the best part of yourself, they will give the same back to you. You can be anybody you want to be. You can love whomever you will. You can travel any country where your heart leads, and know I will love you still. You can live by yourself, you can gather friends around, you can choose one special one, and the only measure of your words and your deeds will be the love you leave behind when you're gone. Will be the love you leave behind when you're gone.
The Gangman's Chorus of Los Angeles, excuse me, of Palm Springs. The Gangman's Chorus of Palm Springs. I teleported myself to LA for a moment. PSGMC.com. PSGMC.com. They have 3 major concerts this season, with the first coming up at Christmas time. Are you the interpreter? Fantastic. So I've just learned, pardon me, sir. I've just learned that we're going to have interpretation. So
Well, good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, okay, let's move in, settle down. We'll be quick. You know, there's not a lot of shade other than under the building, so let's get comfortable and cozy with each other. So, good morning. My name is Mike Thompson, and I am the CEO of the LGBT Community Center of the Desert. And wow, what an amazing community-wide celebration. I'm thrilled to be here for our grand opening and building dedication. So thank you so much for being a part of the day. Now listen, I'll make you a promise. If you're quiet, we'll continue to serve you alcohol. And if you're quiet, we'll be really, really quick. But if you're not quiet, we'll shut down the alcohol, which is probably our words, and it will just drag on the program. So see, it's in everybody's best interest that we're quiet, right? Okay, so first of all, I want to thank the Desert Winds Freedom Band Sextet for being amazing during today's reception. Thank you so much. And to the Palm Springs Gaming Chorus for opening today's program. So as a community center, it is important for us to engage people across the community in the celebration of the space that we like to call home, the center, the very heart of our community. And the events of this past week have left many in our community with a whirlwind of emotion, which is why today's grand opening is more than just that. Today is a moment for us to come together in a space that we know where we are loved, where we are valued, and where we are safe. Today we are reminded of the importance of being connected, of being in community, which highlights the significance of this place, the significance of the center, and why we are communing and why we are celebrating today. Now, when you came in, you may have grabbed a safety pin. And so the safety pin is a reminder that no matter what you look like, where you're from, who you love, however you worship, what you believe, that we are your friend. If you feel afraid and scared, if you are uncertain about the future, if you need an advocate, or even just a hug from an ally, this safety pin is a reminder that we are here for you. And so with that, today we have the wonderful privilege of honoring those who have made this place our home. And we get to commemorate what we as a community have created together. I would like to thank our board chair, Brian Ricks, and our board of directors for their leadership and dedication to the center and our mission of creating vibrant community. I would like to thank our Capital Campaign Committee, led by James Williamson and Sue Nolenberg, for securing the funds necessary for this renovation project to be possible, and doing it in record time. And I'd like to thank Robert Rotman. Where's Robert? Raise your hand wherever you are. Robert Rotman of R2D Design, the architect who not only captured our vision of creating a special place, but he brought that vision into reality. And to Michelle McKee, who not only scrutinized legal contracts with precision, she crawled around on floors inspecting structural soundness to make sure this project was fit. So thank you, Michelle. Right over there. And to the more than 500 donors who gave new life to the center by supporting this project. Your vote of confidence continually inspires us to do the work that we do. And to the many in-kind donors who donated everything from paint and carpet and window coverings to urinals. Yes, urinals. And I'd also like to thank and to honor the center's staff and volunteers. While we are so incredibly grateful for this spectacular new home, it's what happens inside its walls that makes the center
the heart of our community, and it's our staff and our volunteers that make that magic happen. At the center, we have a vision of thriving LGBT people living authentically in supportive, inclusive communities. And in the Coachella Valley, we have the privilege of having a broad network of partners who share in that vision. Civic leaders, community members, and organizations who are a very part of the fabric of our vibrant community. I would like to acknowledge Assemblyman Eduardo Garcia, who is with us today, and Congressman Raul Ruiz's field representative, Alina Kim, who is here somewhere, and who have joined us today, and who have also brought recognition for our honorees. And at this time, I would like to ask you to join me in welcoming our friend and Mayor, Rob Moon.
On behalf of my fellow City Council members, Jenny Foch, Jeff Coors, and J.R. Roberts, who are all here, I'd like to say thank you on behalf of the entire City Council, the entire City of Palm Springs, to the people who made this happen, John McDonald and Rob Wright, and of course, this is our incredible CEO, Mike. I mean, we couldn't have done it without him. But listening to Mike speak just now, he was talking about all the people who worked so hard and did all this and made it all happen, all the hundreds and hundreds of people. All I could think of was how one of my very favorite people once wrote, "It takes a village." And in this case, it did take a village. So thank you to everyone who contributed to this. I was here during the construction. I've been upstairs. It is so incredible to have this space. When I saw this space, I thought back to when in the early 70s, when I was a young naval officer, and I was very questioning of what I was and who I was, but that questioning didn't last long. But that one night. But still at the time, you know, I didn't even know how, I was in Norfolk, Virginia, and I mean, I didn't even know how to find a gay bar. I didn't know anybody else who was gay. I didn't know what being gay meant. I didn't know what gay was. And, you know, I look now, and the bar I went to was called the Nickelodeon. It was this narrow little bar with painted over windows. It was sort of hid from the world. We are no longer hiding, particularly here in Palm Springs. I mean, we are right here in the middle of Palm Springs. Thanks to the village of people who made this possible. We have a beautiful building donated by these two wonderful people. And the windows aren't painted. There's a sign out front. There's a great big gay flag out front. So we are telling the world who we are, and we're here, and we're out, and we're proud. So this is such a wonderful change I've seen in the past 40 years that I've known of. So, and I didn't ever think this day would come. But to all the young LGBTQ people, the middle-aged, the older ones like me, what a wonderful place for people to come to celebrate, and when they need help, and when they're hurting, and anything they need. So Mike Thompson and to John and Rob, thank you, and to the village, thank you for making this happen. It's so wonderful to be here today.
Thank you, Mayor. And so it is my honor to present a gentleman that I have had the privilege of working alongside, the chair of our board, Mr. Brian Ricks.
I'm going to try to leave this stationary. Hopefully you guys will be able to hear me. All right. We'll do it this way. As you drove in this morning, you noticed a new monument sign dedicating this as the McDonald Wright Building to honor these two wonderful individuals, John McDonald and Rob Wright. Stewards in LGBT philanthropy, John and Rob were the catalyst for this beautiful new home for the center. Their vision was the inspiration behind the successful completion of our capital campaign this past summer, and has yielded an incredible and awesome result here at 1301 Rip Pond Canyon. I'm going to ask you guys to stand up. we have a couple of presentations. For those of you who joined us at center stage, you might recall the moment captured in this photograph. Hold it up. By David A. Lee, where guests celebrated the boundless generosity of these two men. It was a beautiful moment that, to me, fully showcased this vibrant community that we live in and that the center is so dedicated to. It is my honor today to honor John and Rob for their lovely gift, who help prove that love really is individuals like them in our community. And we have our second presentation, which is this plaque, which reads, "The joy of giving to improve our world should be a part of everyone's life. Whether by the gift of time or money or both, the gratification we derive from acts of kindness far exceeds the expense or effort." On this day, November 13, 2016, the center is proud to dedicate the McDonald Wright building as its new home. We honor the generosity of Rob and John, and we are eternally grateful for their visionary leadership in helping to create a visible, active, and vibrant LGBT community in Palm Springs. And I'd like to invite Rob, I think, over to you.
You can stand in front of me. Stand in front of me and shoot over you.
First of all, thank you all for coming to. First of all, I want to thank all of you for coming to celebrate the new center building, which is so important for the future growth of this organization. We have the leaders in place, a wonderful board of directors, and fortunately, So we have a wonderful start for a great organization. It's led by Michael, who is an incredibly talented individual. And actually, we're here to celebrate the gift that we're giving to the center and the people of Palm Springs. But basically, we're here today to thank you for your support and so many individuals that have made this possible. One of the things that we wanted to prove to ourselves before we irrevocably assigned the building to the center management is that it was viable, that this organization was going to survive. And our test of that was how much they could raise to renovate the building. They raised over $1 million, and the results you will see in a few minutes as you tour it, if you haven't already seen it. There are many individuals and loads of groups of people that have made this possible. But I would like to thank a particular sampling of people from the beginning. Number one, our politicians. The council, the mayor, have been supportive of this from day one, without a doubt, and it has made all of this possible. And I'm thrilled that the council members are here and that the mayor is here as well. There are so many individuals that contributed a lot to this. I'd like to point out a few people just as examples of the importance of donations. In addition to financial donations, donations of time and talent. We have two outstanding lawyers who were responsible for this, and they donate. This is the equivalent of cash on that barrelhead, but they give their time and their talents to make this happen. And I'd like to just point out a couple of those people. Robert, the designer of the building, gave a tremendous amount of his talent and time to this. This is not an easy thing to do, to take a building that was meant for individual proprietors of businesses and to take that and create a single purpose building. We still have all of our tenants, that other tenants in the second floor, who need to be thanked for their patience during the noisy construction. If you can imagine that going on. I just want to thank them time and time again, how cooperative they were and the good suggestions they made. We had to start construction before they opened their offices in many cases. It is a very noisy process to tear down an existing building and build another one inside while you're functioning businesses below you. And workers who work very, very diligently and hard don't put tools down when they're through with them, they drop them. And this creates quite a problem if you're trying to impress a client. And many of them had to go off premises to take their clients to lunch to convince them to use their services. So those people I would definitely like to thank is just a couple of examples of what makes this thing possible. And Rob is going to give you a little history lesson on why we got involved in this in the first place. I know that a very good friend of ours, Chuck Williams of the Williams Institute at UCLA, was visiting, and he introduced us to some important people that ultimately evolved into our gift to the center. It was a quick decision once we met certain people, and the board of directors of this organization and all the time that they've contributed is so important. So I'll turn it over to Rob now to give
I just wanted to tell you how I see it. We were, John and I grew up in the 50s and 60s and 70s, and as many of you did, and I would just want to encourage every one of you to talk to each other, because everybody has an interesting story and an interesting history and great stories to tell. And for example, Randy Lowe, right here, was in the Peace Corps, and he was served in the White House. And I don't think many of you know that. And so talk to each other and find out. Early on, you know, gay bars were our social place to meet, establish friendships, and discuss business and political ideas. Unfortunately, our government didn't want us to meet and socialize. Homosexuality was illegal, and the undercover vice squads frequented the bars. If you touched somebody, brushed someone's hands, or even lit their cigarette, you could be arrested, thrown in jail, and the next day your picture could be published in the newspaper where you worked and where you lived. This often abruptly ended careers, marriages, and destroyed families. As a result, many, many, many gay people turned to single-person employment. We developed skills from which we could never be fired. We learned about hair, became hairstylists. We learned about flowers, became florists. We learned about real estate, became realtors, dentists, lawyers, physicians. In 1963, a small group of people rented and fixed up an old dilapidated house in the mid-Wilshire area of Los Angeles. The big deal at that time was whether to have the word gay on the building. Even though it lost support, funding, and donors, the sign on that old house was the Los Angeles Gay Community Services Center. It was later changed to Gay and Lesbian Community Services Center. And now, wanting to be as inclusive as possible, we're beginning to use the alphabet. John and I proudly attended the very first black tie dinner for the LA Center, and I served on the board of directors. This is how we got involved with the centers. In the 60s and 70s, gay restaurants began springing up. They became another place for socializing, friendships, exchanging ideas, doing business, and organizing political movements. We began to gather in unincorporated areas, safer from city police. We opened gay bars, restaurants, and businesses. We began to buy homes, fix up, and live in such areas as West Hollywood and Laguna. Our community is now helping the revival of Palm Springs, but still enjoys and wants a safe place to gather. John and I are pleased to be able to give you that place. Here you can meet safely, dance together, sing together, learn Spanish, get counseling, exercise together. This building has visibility. You'll never be evicted, and in large support, it'll be a large support and for your growth for many years. And you are now the stewards of this building to maintain and take care of. Thank you.
Thank you, John and Rob. They often call me and say, "Hey, we've got friends in town. Are you in your office?" I'm like, "Come on by." The pride they have in this building, the pride they have in this community, the love for what they want to happen here is palpable. And I don't have the words, but my heart swells when I think about what Rob and John have done, not just for the center and not just with this building, but what they have done for our community for generations yet to come. So John and Rob, again, thank you so much. Thank you. You guys are being really good. I haven't threatened to shut down the bars yet, so just stay with us. We're getting there. At this time, I'd like to introduce a woman who's become a dear, dear friend of mine, a member of our board of directors and the co-chair of our capital campaign committee, Sue Nolenberg.
So wonderful to be here. It's hard to believe that Palm Springs, a world-class gay destination, did not have a dedicated LGBT center until Randy Lowe spearheaded the transformation of what was then known as a Golden Rainbow Senior Center. Randy's commitment and tenacity are a tremendous part of the reason why we're here today at the grand opening of the center's immensely beautiful new home. While I asked Randy to come up now, I wonder if he ever envisioned this moment years ago when he stepped up to the mantle to help sustain and grow this organization. I'm not sure if any of us could have imagined it without this leadership, without his leadership. Randy, you have showcased time and again that your love and passion is part of what makes this community special. As you tour the building today, you'll notice the bronze plaque displayed at our third floor entrance, which reads, "The LGBT Community Center of the Desert is pleased to honor Founding Board Chair Randy Lowe with this founder's dedication. It was Randy's vision to transition the Golden Rainbow Senior Center to a center that served the entire LGBT community. And it's this vision that formed the center. Randy served as board chair for 7 years and was recognized with the Center's Legacy Award in October 2015 to acknowledge the lasting impact his service has made on the Desert's LGBT Community Center. I'm so proud to be here to give this to you. Thank you for all your vision, tireless work, and tenacity, Randy. We hope you are able to act in your role as
Best thing I ever did was accept the job offer that Randy gave me. So, thank you. And so much closer. There's the light at the end of the tunnel right there. So thanks for hanging with us. At this time, I'd like to introduce a wonderful leader in our community who we've had the privilege of working with as the chair of our Capital Campaign Committee. Please join me in welcoming James Williamson.
I'm conscious that I'm the only thing that now stands between you and your dream. But I have the great privilege this morning of being here to honor the memory of Scott Hines and to recognize and acknowledge the very generous gift that his husband Kevin Blessing made to acknowledge that. Scott, as we all know, was quite the force. U.S. Air Force veteran. As a council member on Rancho Mirage, he really changed the game there. He was a very visible, proud, out gay man, and we were all honored to know him. And Kevin wanted to cement or further add to Scott's legacy by making a $250,000 gift to the center. And that gift has been used to build and establish the Scott Hines Mental Health Clinic. Kevin's gift will allow the center to expand its work in this area, an increasing need in our community. It will allow the center to have its own dedicated space here with its own private entryway, which is very important for a lot of its members. And it will allow the center to increase the number of counsellors from 3 to 5. So I'd like to invite Kevin and Scott's mom, who's here today as well, Cindy Montgomery, to come up and accept the donation plan. And the plaque reads, the LGBT Community Center of the Desert is pleased to honor Kevin Blessing and today's dedication of the Scott Hines Mental Health Clinic at the center. Through Kevin's generous contribution, the center has been able to expand its mental health facilities to better advance the center's mission of creating a vibrant community and to change many lives for many, many years to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin and Cindy. I'm so glad that you were able to join us today. As a community center, we strive to make the LGBT Community Center of the Desert truly representative of the beautiful diversity of our desert's residents. Here, everyone is welcome. Here, everyone is celebrated. Here, everyone is encouraged to find and express her or his or their most authentic self, to live in a way that honors who they are called to be in this world and in our community. This is what vibrant community is. This is what vibrant community does. We band together to make a difference in each other's lives and in our community. We are honored to do this work with you and to do this work for you. We will now have the ribbon cutting ceremony and unlock the doors for our open house. Once we open the gates, feel free to tour the entire third floor, which houses the majority of our programs, services, and administration. We also have a large community room on the second floor, which can be found just above me inside the breezeway. And there are other tenants that occupy the second floor space as well, so let's be respectful of their space. We will have staff and volunteers throughout the building to tell you about the space. And I'd also like to ask a personal favor, no food and beverage upstairs. For those that have already been here, I'm like policing the joint all the time. I'm like, who's spilled coffee in community room number 2? And so do me a favor, don't throw me over the edge. Let's just leave all food and beverage downstairs. The bars will be here when you come back down. And so at this time, I would like to ask you to join us just outside of the west gates here, and we'll have our official ribbon cutting ceremony and then open the doors. Thank you so much for being here today and enjoying the celebration.
So I'm going to go over and get a good vantage point for this because I'm tall and bold.
Rob, you're in the back row with us.
I'm sorry. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm going to be showing more of the crowd because I'm just so tall. So you'll be able to see primarily the crowd. Actually, I'm tall enough. I can be behind people over here. I'm going to use my built-in sky cam. I hope I have the shot frame nicely because I'm holding the camera way above my head and do not know what you're seeing.
Hey guys, good. Yes, sir. How are you? Of course. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to go around because I know of another way to get to that door and hopefully get up into the building. Thank you, sir. Congratulations. Yep. Okay, so I'm a journalist on the move. You need to go in front of me. They call Palm Springs a place like no other. Now you can kind of sense why. Founder's dedication. The LGBT Community Center of the Desert is pleased to honor founding board chair Randy Lowe with this founder's dedication. It was Randy's vision to transition the Golden Rainbow Senior Center to a center that served the entire LGBT community. And it's this vision that formed the center Randy served as board chair for 7 years and was recognized with the center's Legacy Award in October 2015 to acknowledge the lasting impact his service has made on the desert's community.
Welcome.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
This is the David Boney Foundation Cyber Center. David says, "My vision in creating cyber centers is to provide the local lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender community access to computers and the internet in order to encourage self-expression and individual development. I hope that you enjoy your cyber center experience and find it personally rewarding." Message to North Carolina. Message to North Carolina. The restroom for everyone.
Hey,
How are you feeling?
Like, I am amazed. My favorite view has always been from my office, but to look out of my office and see a rainbow carpet with the community spread across the parking lot fills my heart and reminds me why we even created this place, a space for us to be community. My heart is overflowing.
It's like, it's sort of an interesting juxtaposition with the heartbreak we're experiencing this week as well, in terms of the sort of the validation of hatred, bigotry, and oppression.
Yeah, but just as this says,
I just said message
everybody is welcome here.
Yes, I was just saying message to North Carolina, message to North Carolina. I've been live the entire time with a great signal.
Awesome, great, thank you.
So let's go check out the view that he was trumpeting from his office. Carrie, congratulations.
Thank you.
You are the director of operations. How wonderful you must feel.
Oh, it's so exciting. I mean, just the community that we have here and people supporting us and in this new space that's just so professional and nice.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Congratulations. So this is the view that Mike said he loved, and who could not love that view of the mountain, the rainbow carpet. Of course, the rainbow carpet is not a permanent installation. And he has fabulous art. It's on the cover of Outlook, and of course, Lily Tomlin, major lesbian philanthropist. That photo, I happen to know, was taken at a downtown broadcast that we did in Palm Springs, the community and local TV stations, to discuss what had happened at the Pulse nightclub in Florida. And that's, of course, three very influential people involved here with the center: Brian Hicks, Randy Lowe, and Mike Thompson. And that was at a fundraising party in the backyard of James Williamson and Jeff Corr's husbands. That is the annual Red Dress Party. And these photos were taken at the Center Stage Gala, which is one of the center's big I happen to want to give a shout out to John Pascal and Willie Ryan here, owners of 849, one of the advertisers of the show. They're on the cover of Outlook magazine. Oh, by the way, this is Kate Kendall there. She received an award from the center at Center Stage, the annual gala. And of course, that's the entry of the float in the parade. And those are key people involved with the renovation at one of the visits to the new site. Pardon me?
Oh, just sweat.
Oh, let's celebrate the board of directors here.
Pretty big.
Hi. What is all this?
This is the administration.
Wishful thinking.
Yeah. Maybe I don't want to. Yeah, no.
Isn't it beautiful?
Very nice.
David A. Lee, what do you think?
I think it's fabulous.
Are you going to caption that message to North Carolina? A message to North Carolina? Hey Charles, we're live on Facebook, and you're a board member, and you were very instrumental in raising funds for this building.
Yes.
What inspired your participation, and how do you feel today?
Oh my gosh, well, I've been a board member for almost 5 years, and so I've seen the transformation not only of the mission statement, but also the capital campaign, and eventually it resulted in us being here today, so we're extremely excited, and I'm thrilled. I'm so thrilled to see Palm Springs come through, support the center, and build a vibrant community.
You know, there's also a McDonald Wright building in LA, and you think that when this generous duo did a philanthropic huge contribution like that, that maybe that would have tapped them out, but they continue to step up in so many different ways.
They do. They are pillars in our community. They totally understand the value of having a community center that's here that you can't get evicted from and will be here forever.
Well, thank you for all your support.
Thank you.
Well, let me call you right back. Hold on. Bye.
Hello, dog.
Step around. Excuse me, sir. Pardon me. And this is, of course, the mental health clinic. Oh, after you. Oh, thank you so much.
Nicholas, how are you?
Hey, how's it going? And this is Scott Hines. This is who they were celebrating. He was the mayor of Rancho Mirage from 2012 to 2013. And this was a story in Outlook magazine. That photo on the left, Hines and Kevin Blessing with their family, daughter Sage Hines and son Lewis Hines and dog Sydney. And that's Kevin joining Mike and Dr. Jill Gover of the center at the new Palm Springs location that will house a mental health clinic named for Blessing's husband, Scott Hines, who died in 2015. Scott Hines Mental Health Clinic.
Nice.
Of course, they have individual offices for consultation.
Our psychotherapy offices. Hi, I'm Karen Trinkler.
Nice to meet you. We're live on Facebook.
Oh, we are?
We have been for about an hour.
Oh, okay.
So what would you like to say about the Scott Hines Mental Health Clinic?
We offer wonderful programs here at the center. We offer low-cost behavioral health sessions, psychotherapy, and we also have a late life depression program, cognitive behavioral therapy. We're open 5 days a week. We have a wonderful program that's open to all types of people here, and we'd be happy to have people sign up on the LGBT Center's website.
thecenterps.org.
Yes, thecenterps.org. If you're interested. And we know that it can be difficult, especially during the holidays, so if you feel the need and you need some extra help, please sign up.
Well, and also it could be difficult during the current political climate as well.
Yes, that has caused some anxiety for people.
And rightfully so. So
yes.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Thank you for stopping by.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Hi. Hello.
By the way, all of the rooms are labeled by donors that helped make all of this possible.
And we have master's level interns and PhD level interns here offering psychotherapy to clients Monday through Friday.
Pardon me? Excuse me.
I'm good. How's everyone good?
Kevin, congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much.
It's beautiful.
We're going to do a little proclamation right here. So
Oh, okay.
This room.
Okay.
Clear this area. We're supposed to clear the area with the sign real quick.
This one here.
Yeah, please. On your way here. You gotta keep it. I think I can do that. With that, Cindy, go on behind me. Around me. Okay. You okay?
Yep.
How's this? Just look over here. Look over here. Beautiful. Okay? Great.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Okay.
Could I talk to the two of you a moment? We've been live throughout the entire activity. First of all, Cindy, I know it must have been tragic for you to lose Scott the way that the community and your family did. Is today bittersweet for you?
It's very bittersweet. It's difficult, but it's such an honor. I'm so thankful to Kevin for loving my son so much.
And Kevin, this must be a really difficult day as well, as inspiring as everyone is.
Yeah, it's a difficult day, but yet it's a wonderful day because this is the way Scott would want to be honored. To provide something to our community such as this, to get exposure and help. This is something that I think Scott, from wherever he is cheering and saying thanks to the community for offering this to him. So I'm grateful.
Well, I've shown Scott's photo to the viewers, and I appreciate your generosity. I personally benefit greatly from mental health counseling on a regular basis, and I think it's great that you have empowered others to benefit out as well.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Did you see that? Oh,
yeah. Alexis, so you are the donor engagement manager. After a long tenure at Desert AIDS Project, you've landed here. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So how are you feeling today?
Excited and really proud. Very proud of our community, of the center, of everyone who had a hand in creating this beautiful new space, and our hometown too. I went to the protest last night, and I don't know, there's just something really special about Palm Springs, about the Coachella Valley, and like every one of these events is just a reminder. The past week has been really difficult, hard, so moments like these I really cherish because not a lot of places have this.
And we've never needed to value, cherish, and build vibrant community like we do now.
Yeah, and so it's like horrid and scary, but at the same time it's a great reminder why we do the work that we do, and to not take for granted the success that we've had in just a very short period, and any time it can be taken away from us. So yeah.
So if people watching this report are inspired as donors to engage with you, how do they do that?
They can stop by the center at any time. I'm here Monday through Friday. They can reach out to me on Facebook. So one of the things that we really want to do is just find ways of using new technology and helping connect with folks, especially younger folks, and come and talk to me. I feel like I'm pretty approachable, so if somebody wants to know what goes on at the center or has an idea for a way to support the center, reach out to me and I'd be happy to talk to them via any way.
I know the center is apolitical and doesn't have a political stand. But as a young person speaking to the power of young people, one of the things that I loved is that when you looked at a map of the country based upon how millennials voted, all but 3 states were blue, and they were voting in favor of equality and freedom and civil liberties for all. That was very cool.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, my generation, especially like the late 20s, early 30s, we came of age in a world where certain things weren't given, like marriage equality and dreamers, you know, and that's all happened really towards for the last few years, maybe like last 10 years, all that progress has happened. So we've kind of like seen both sides, and the folks who are a little bit younger than us, like people who are my sister's age, you know, they're in high school, they don't really have that sense yet, but they've lived in a world where that was just a given. So I think for them to kind of see that, you know, maybe it might be taken away at any point, it's kind of like, what? Like, that's not the world that we grew up in, kind of thing. So I'm really excited for the future. I'm excited for the future in Palm Springs and what's happening with the center. And I'm holding out hope. I'm like an eternal optimist, so I'm trying my hardest to let that kind of like rise through and rise above everything.
I love that. I want to, on camera. Yeah. I love you.
I love you. Thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
Yes,
I love it.
Stop by.
Okay. This is named after Ron Wong and Tom Carano. Hi, guys. The balcony. We're live on Facebook. Yes, we have been for the entire time.
Good.
James Raymond, we're live on Facebook. How are you?
Hi, Facebook.
You look fabulous.
I saw you last night. I just didn't want to interrupt you. You were filming.
Yeah, during that broadcast, by the way, I had 1,200 views during that hour of live, and it's up to 3,000 now.
Fantastic. Keep doing what you do.
We've got to get together.
Absolutely.
Okay. Paula, hi! We're live on Facebook. Paula's with the Elf Fund.
Isn't it beautiful out here?
Oh my God, it's amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
So many services. Oh,
excuse me.
Stick them out.
Barbara J. Carpenter.
Yes, hi Nicholas, I see you again.
And we're live again.
And we're live again. Hi everyone, I'm here with Paula Willis. She's talking right now.
I just said hello to her.
Oh good, and so we came to be a part of this and to look at how beautiful the center is. It's extremely exciting. After last night and here today, this makes it all worth it.
Now you're with the Elf Fund, and the address is l-fund.org.
www.l-fund.org.
And you help provide emergency grants to lesbians in the Coachella Valley in crisis.
We provide money to lesbians in financial crisis one time. We've got criteria on our website,
l-fund.org.
www.l-fund.org, and we have 2 signature events every year. One we had during Pride, the other one we're going to have on April 2nd during Dinah Shore. We hope you come out. It's going to be a blast.
There are going to be lesbians in Palm Springs for Dinah Shore?
Oh, go figure.
I want a big hug.
I
love you too.
That's my daughter reposted you. She's in Texas doing work, and she reposted you.
You know, by the time that broadcast had ended, last night's protest, it had 1,200 views during the broadcast, and it's up to almost 3,000 now.
I looked at it; it's over 3,000.
Hey, did your audio come out all right? I think oh, good, because I haven't watched that part, and I thought maybe the mic came unplugged. Well, thank you.
Thank you, Nicholas, for everything that you do. And I posted that you are always on the pulse of what's going on in this valley. And because of you, people in other states, people around the country, and people around the world find out what's going on in the Coachella Valley and find out that, you know, we care about what's going on in the world. And I thank you so much for that.
Oh, you know, when we all follow our, I'm going to cry, when we all follow our bliss, it's amazing what happens. And it's about love and service.
That's right.
But I have to say, I feel guilty if I show up anywhere when I'm not live.
Don't feel guilty, because you have to have time for you.
Exactly.
All right.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you, Nicholas.
Hey guys, Eric and Jim.
Hey,
we're live on Facebook. Let me get better light. Turn around.
Okay.
Yes. So, just give a shout out for your businesses, and then I'll go ahead.
Nice. Eric Nicole with the Legacy Group.
And Jim is a chiropractor.
Correct, for Desert AIDS Project as well as private practice.
Fantastic. Now you're kind of new to the Valley. What would each of you like to say about what you think is unique and special about Palm Springs?
Oh my gosh, do you have an hour or two?
A couple quick
So, I mean, take a look around. This is really what I think the uniqueness is about Palm Springs. It's a community that comes together to support each other and to support the organizations that help out the Coachella Valley, and it's great. I mean, it's a really, really wonderful place to be.
And would you concur?
I agree. I concur. What he said.
Anything to add?
The community. It's phenomenal.
I love it.
Yes.
Well, it's always great to bump into you.
Thank you.
Have a great day. So all of the donors are acknowledged, and the media sponsors as well. There I am, PromoHomo.TV, over there on the right. But everyone that has who supports the center is acknowledged on these rotating boards throughout. Oh, let's grab Randy. Randy Lowe, we're live.
I'm live.
We're live. Are you overwhelmed?
I'm more than overwhelmed. This is just an amazing, amazing event. I never thought in a million years, 7 years ago, 8 years ago now, when I started the center, that we would ever be in a position that we are in terms of having such a beautiful, beautiful space. And serving, like 40,000 people come through the door every year, which is amazing.
What was the most challenging part of building the coalition and support?
In the beginning, it was convincing people that in a town that is 40% gay, you needed a gay community center. Many people said it's already so gay. Why do you need to spend the money doing that? Once we got past that, then of course with the money to survive. Because we grew from about $200,000 a year to $1 million a year. And it took a huge amount of fundraising for that to happen. So,
what are the answers to the question? I mean, I could give my opinion, and I have lots of them, but what are the answers to the question, why does a city that's over 50% gay need a center?
You need a central spot where people can gather to feel the sense of community and support, excuse me, and get the services that are provided. There are a lot of people in all generations who feel isolated and lonely, and this provides them an opportunity to meet people at the center, to come and play cards or take one of our art classes or the exercise classes or counseling if they need it, etc. And we've proven by the crowds that we need this.
Well, just to speak from my own experience, I have used center services for 12-step programs, to attend other community groups. I don't need to access mental health counseling here because I access it somewhere else, but I get a tremendous amount out of it. And people would think that I know everyone, and I do, but I kind of have an isolated existence as well, and it's difficult for me to get over my own shyness and get out there and connect with people.
We all do, right? I was head of the center, and I had hundreds of people that, every time I went to a restaurant, there were 5 people that had to say hello, which was fine. Now that I have retired for over a year, it's like I'm sort of invisible again. It's taken some time to get used to that, but it's okay. And I think also there's going to be dramatically increased anxiety because of the political environment.
Oh, there already is.
Yeah. So it's
people having difficulty sleeping.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I have friends that can't sleep at night, etc. Have bad dreams. And having an anchor where they can just come and be with people like themselves is going to be extremely important, especially if it gets more difficult, and I suspect it is.
Well, earlier this week, I was standing downtown about 2:15 in the afternoon, and a car drove by, and someone screamed out, "Faggot!" right here in
Palm Springs is not immune to that happening.
No. Well, I want to thank you for your service and for your contributions to our community and just for being fabulous.
Well, thank you very much. And this was my dream, and I'm glad that we're there.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So we'll see more. We have a few classrooms.
Executive offices.
Pardon me, excuse me.
As well as
we're doing some meditation stuff.
So as I mentioned, we have big screen TVs with support of the acknowledgement of supporters. New paint, new furniture. Hello. Brenda, you're a volunteer. What inspires you to volunteer here?
The community. We actually moved here 2.5 years ago for the community that was surrounding and worked with here at the LGBT Center of the Desert.
And where did you come from?
We moved from Napa.
And do you find that this is a more welcoming place for the LGBT community than Napa?
Very much so. We had a community in Napa of close friends, but here we have programs, activities, all types of things where we can gather, meet new people, and it's just an exciting place.
Well, thank you for your service to the community and for being part of it.
Thank you.
No, go right ahead. Go right ahead. So this sign says, the center. The joy of giving to improve our world should be a part of everyone's life, whether by the gift of time or money or both. The gratification we derive from acts of kindness far exceeds the expense or effort. John McDonald and Ron Wright. On this day, November 13, 2016, the Center is proud to dedicate the McDonald Wright building as its new home. We honor the generosity of John S. McDonald and Robert W. Wright in giving this building to the LGBT Community Center of the Desert, and are eternally grateful for their visionary leadership in helping to create a visible, active, and vibrant community in Palm Springs. There's another room similar to before, and it does in fact, they have a third one as well. Go to thecenterps.org. The tour is not over. I'm maintaining a strong signal, so the tour is not over. And I'm a proud media sponsor of the LGBT Community Center of the Desert. Hey, Jim. Come over here, Jim. Hey,
how are you?
Are you being camera shy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I expect nothing less out of you.
Hey, everybody.
You're still here.
I'm still here. I'm still here until 2. So pop on down. You got 58 minutes left. So get down here. The rainbow carpet's still rolled out for you. So people, come on.
They have 58 minutes left to be here today, but they have their whole lifetime to go to thecenterps.org.
Absolutely.
And connect and be part of the vibrant community.
Yeah. So did you hear what Nicholas said? That.
Okay.
Be part of that.
Yes, exactly.
Thanks, Nicholas.
You're welcome.
Hello. How are you? Bring them to me.
More offices. Sherelle, you're live on Facebook.
Oh my goodness, hello everyone.
So, how are you?
I'm fine. This is such a fabulous event. I'm so excited to be a part of it.
Now, I met you at a media mixer, but then we keep bumping into each other at L Fund events and everything else. And I just interviewed Barbara about the L Fund.
Oh, okay.
What would you like to say about being part of the community?
I just love being a part of the community. It's been 3 years now, and I am looking so forward to meeting other people and mingling and just enjoying my life out here in Palm Springs. It's lovely.
You do a good job of that.
Well, thank you. I will continue.
Seriously, I could learn some powerful social skills from you.
Well, I've been watching you too, sir. You're very good at this.
If I have a camera in my hand, I can talk to anybody. But if without the camera, if I see a cute guy across the room, do you think I'm going to go say hello?
Listen, they're going to come to you.
Well, you heard her.
They're going to come to you.
Mwah.
So good to see you.
You too. Thank you. So, we basically have seen the whole inside. There's another room, one floor down, that we'll go check out. Guys, we're live on Facebook. Let me go to the other side of you so I have better lighting. But turn around. We're live.
We're live.
Yes. Now, Marshall and Doug are also known as Les Dames du Soleil. They've raised over $1 million in the fight against, close to $2 million in the fight. I got prompted in the fight against HIV and AIDS. Google Les Dames du Soleil. You'll find amazing, amazing photos. So, how long have you two been in this community?
On Thursday, the 17th, we will celebrate our 36th year of living here in Palm Springs.
Okay. And so you've seen a lot of changes, not only in this community, but in the world.
We've seen a great many. And this is one of the...
We're experiencing one right now.
Yeah, this is
this
one of
week.
the best things. Well, I'm not talking that.
Okay.
I'm talking good things.
I like
and
that.
That's this center. It's a wonderful, wonderful place. So it's just incredible that we even have it here. It's just great.
Have you been inside yet?
I have been on a tour maybe about 2 months ago, and he's going to go see it now.
Yeah. Well, enjoy. I've been there several times and just did a thorough on-camera tour.
Well, thank you.
Fabulous.
Enjoy.
You have a good day.
Check out that view.
We don't have our main home.
Jean-Guy and John, we're live on Facebook. Step over here so we have good lighting. No, you're good here. Stand right there. So tell me, tell the world, because I have a worldwide audience, what Palm Springs means to you. Step closer to him. What Palm Springs means to you guys, and why this is an important day for our community.
You go ahead, darling. You're the politician. He's excellent at it.
Especially in light of the recent election, it's so important that we have a city that's gay positive, gay welcoming, and gay affirmative, and that is what Palm Springs is. That's the main reason we live here.
And Jean-Guy, anything to add?
Yes, look at this gorgeous weather. Look at these mountains.
I know.
This is why we live here.
Is that the most stunning view or what?
And it's all-encompassing.
Well, thank you both for being here, and have a lovely day.
Hey, you as well.
Thank you.
Very frustrating. And I like the new.
Dana, we're live. Donna.
No, we're not.
Okay, but I am live. What would you like to say to me? They can hear you.
I just wanted to say hi. And
How are you?
Something bad happened to you the other day.
Oh, yes, someone. Do you mind if I show you on camera?
No, I don't mind.
Okay.
This is Mimi.
Hi, Mimi. Nice to see you. Well, I won't talk to you. Donna, if you don't want to be talked to. Yeah, I was standing on the street, and someone... I was broad daylight near one of the downtown buildings. I was filming a video clip, and someone drove by and screamed out "faggot" from the car. So it was a bit disconcerting.
Absolutely.
But one of the things I've been saying is that we have this. We've had a major public figure who's now said to be the most powerful person in the world create a context of hate and divisiveness and bigotry. So it just means that we need to step up and do more things to create vibrant community.
Right.
What does this day mean to you?
Well, we've been Palm Springs residents for 8 or 9 years now, and we're just so excited to see the community center blossom and go from where it was down in the south end, which was a fine spot, but this is really taking it to the next level and provide all levels of services to people in our community, and especially young people that are looking for a way to connect when they come to the community.
Certainly.
So we're really excited about that. With the election and the heartbreak and everything, anywhere we can find good news, I think is a great thing. And this is certainly good news. And, you know, I had heard about what happened to you, and I've heard about what's happened to so many people, and it's just heartbreaking, and it's just got us out trying to figure out what we can do, how we can get involved, and how we can help.
Be part of the solution. Do you have anything to add, Mimi? No. I don't want to put you on the spot, but
Thank you for that one.
you're welcome. But I thank you.
For me already.
Okay, I thank you both for being here, and thank you for your support.
Don't let anybody else call you faggot.
Well, if they do, I'm going to say that's Miss Faggot to you.
Exactly. Very good.
I'll see you later.
Thanks.
Okay, so let's go downstairs. Are you having fun today?
Yes, thank you.
And what does today mean to you?
Actually, I'm just visiting. I'm not sure what this is yet.
Well, you're going to find out. Go upstairs and you'll love it.
All right, thank you.
She's going to love it. I think this is a good place to end the broadcast. I started the broadcast right over there. I don't know how long I've been on the air with you, but I appreciate your visit to this vibrant community, and as you can see, it is quite a vibrant community. I love living here, I love being part of it, I love traveling as well, and wherever I go sharing stories of experience, strength, and hope. Linda, do you want to say hello? Linda!
Hello, welcome to the center, to its new home up in the Uptown Design District for Palm Springs. And they have a beautiful view of the tower at Desert Regional Medical Center.
Yes, and that's where the rainbow flag was hanging for Pride Weekend.
Yes, hopefully last week they noticed our rainbow flag over there and got a few photos of it.
Well, I have a mini documentary about the unfurling that I think has had like 2,000 views, so they can find that here.
Yes, they can.
So you're an ally of our community, and not only as an individual, but as a representative of Desert Regional Medical Center, one of my supporters. They make this program possible. But I know you like to tout everyone else's accomplishments, but you are an everyday hero. You're getting a big Everyday Hero Award on World AIDS Day, December 1st, from Desert AIDS Project for your advocacy in the community. And how are you feeling about that?
I'm still in a state of disbelief. I don't think I'll really realize it's happening until December 1st, when I step up on that stage to thank everybody.
Well, you know who's going to be there with his camera.
I hope so. You'd better be.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for your support of the community, and great to see you here today.
Great to see you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, there you have it. You know, this community is filled with everyday heroes. And I hope that you found something here to inspire you today. I'm going to wrap it up with a view of the mountains and the rainbow red carpet. Have a wonderful day.